here, and I am back with another installment of What Would Kelly Make? And today we are going to be using the Stamps and Dies by Sunny Studios. It's called Mug Hugs. And what I really want to talk about is why I picked this set, which is because it allows me to add doodling. I believe that everybody is prettiest when they are being themselves, and your projects are the best when you make them your own. So I love adding any kind of detailing that's going to make it look like mine. So I do Zentangling, I do a lot of doodling when I'm on the phone, especially since I'm on the phone a lot at work. So I'm going to zoom in here so you can just see these are some ones that I've already colored and added my own to. When these mugs, when you first stamp them, they're completely blank. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to add a little something, don't feel like you can't. So the bottom row is black, and I used a Copic Safe journaling pen. I prefer the EK Success version. And then for the white, I used a white jelly roll. But you can use whatever pens you own and you're comfortable with, and it doesn't have to be black and white. You can use whichever colors you're interested in. And it doesn't have to be super intricate. It can be if you want to be. That's fun. So is simple. So like on the bottom left hand side, I just added a really simple stripe, and even though it's just 2 lines, it changes the look of it. And then the other ones you saw were a little bit more intricate. So we're going to look at what those look like. To do the simple stripe, you want to make sure you round your line with the cup. It's not going to be straight across because that's not how the mug would be shaped. And you often hear me talk about in coloring that make sure you follow the shape of your petals, or make sure you follow the shape of whatever. It's the same thing when you're adding doodling. Make sure you're following the shape of whatever the image is. Here I'm going to color this one in dark so I can show you the white gel pen. White gel pen shows up best on dark colors. The lighter they are, the more difficult that it is to see, but sometimes it's good to have like a subtle something. And we're not even just talking about adding doodling to just coffee mugs. That's what I like to do, but you can add it to clothes when you color characters or scenes that you're building. I mean, it's just such a great way to make something yourself. So here I'm just drawing circles. You can see my circles are not perfect because I'm not an illustrator. Like, this is just freehanding fun stuff. So I drew some large circles, and now I'm going in and filling it in with some medium circles. And I'm doing it kind of like a gradient so that as it gets closer to the bottom, those circles are getting farther apart. At the top, they're going to be really tightly packed. And so I'm drawing a bunch of tiny little circles to fill in those gaps. And this is a more intricate design, but it's still really simple to do. There's no reason why anybody can't do this. They don't have to be perfect little circles. And in fact, I think that the imperfections is what makes that, I don't know, just makes it charming. And I just adore doing things. I don't want my cards to look like, Betty's or Susie's. I want my cards to look like mine. When somebody sees a card of mine and they say, I know that's a Kelly card, that just makes me smile. So here I decided that I was going to do a second one to do the white gel pen. So I've already colored it in. And this one's kind of, it's very delicate, this little design. And it's just a couple of little lines, but it looks very floral, even though it isn't. And you're just drawing it's not even like an oval. It's almost like an eye shape. And then just filling in the lines, again, paying attention to the way that shape is. So, if it's an oval, you want to make sure you follow the curves, and then it just makes that cup look like pretty and delicate. And you can do it on the example piece. I did it in black and colored it in white. Here I wanted to show you that you can do it in white. So there's no reason why you can't just kind of flip-flop around with these. Another one I really like to do is this swirl pattern. I do that a lot when I'm doodling like on my own. And so it's something that is really natural for me to kind of incorporate into my projects. But I mean, even if it's, you want to go graphic, and you could do black and white checkers, or just, straight stripes. If you wanted to, do something a little softer like flowers, totally okay. Just, whatever you feel like is going to make it your own project. Don't be afraid to add a little something to it. They've given you a great base to work with, but you never ever have to stop there. If you feel like there's something else that you could add to it, then go for it. It's going to be awesome. So I'm just going to bring back in that other one. I didn't actually use any of these patterns on the card that I ended up making in the full card, but I wanted you to see what kind of options there were. So I will be showing you more doodles and a complete card in the next video. So if you're interested in that, you'd like to see this, please stop over there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll catch you on the next video.